Hi, my name is Diamond.
Hi, my name's Lewis.
Hi, my name is Gigi.
And welcome to the Dope Student Podcast. Who do you have here today?
My name is Jamar Blackshear from QNS Renovations.
Okay, today we're going to be asking some questions about Ramadan. Can you share with us the significance of Ramadan in Islam and what does it mean to observe this holy month?
Okay, so this holy month is very important to us, all the Muslims. Basically, just to start from the bottom, we actually wake up early in the morning to give y'all a sense of our day. We wake up early in the morning, maybe around an hour or maybe 45 minutes before we pray. It's best to get you some, fluids in your body, eat your sahur. Your sahur is actually the meal that we eat before prayer comes in. So we would eat our sahur meal in the beginning of the daytime or whatever, and then we will go on with our day and we will make our salat. So we have 5 prayers a day that we should make on time, and that's outside and inside of Ramadan. But these are very important to make sure you make them because during the day while you're fasting, you got to control yourself, and you want to control yourself to a different standard. So to us, when the month of Ramadan comes, the jinn, which is like the devil, is locked away, okay? And it's on you now. So as you start to see the diseases that's in your heart coming out, it's time for you to purify yourself. So we use the purification through the prayer, through the fasting, and stuff like that. It helps you kind of focus more. You know what I'm saying? After prayer, you kind of feel good. And I'm pretty sure everybody that prays feels better after they pray. You get some stuff off your chest or whatever the case may be. So when we wake up, like I said, in the morning, the significance of us starting our day the proper way is very strong because for you to have a good day and to be able to fast through the month of Ramadan, you have to build strength in your mind. You know what I'm saying? Not just your body. You have to build the strength in your mind. And that's very important. You know what I'm saying? And it's very important that all Muslims actually, participate in this unless, for females, they might have menstrual cycle going on. They can be breastfeeding at the time or something like that. So they won't be able to, participate in all of the month, but they'll be able to read and learn and stuff like that still. You understand what I'm saying? So, yeah.
All right, so my question for you is, what are some key practices that people do during Ramadan?
Some people make Hajj, so that's like going back to Mecca or Medina and, walking around the Kaaba and stuff like that and, going to see the ancient lands and stuff like that. So a lot of people basically like to do a lot of the things around the brothers and the sisters during that time, spend a lot of time congregating with everyone, going to classes and stuff like that. And I'm not saying that we shouldn't do this all year round, but during Ramadan, it's definitely turned up for everyone, so to speak. Whereas though we make sure that this is a very important month for us, so we try to lock in and stay focused on it. If you want, repeat that question because I think it was a second part to it.
What are some of the key practices that Muslims engage in during Ramadan?
Okay, yeah. So other than that, like I said, definitely the fasting part is a major thing because, like I said, you're not eating until the sun's ready to go down. So when we breaking our fast, it's during the Maghrib prayer. So when Maghrib come in, we're allowed to break our fast. We're allowed to drink water. And the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, what he used to do is eat dates. So I don't know if you know what a date is, but it's like a fruit. So he eats dates. So I break my fast with dates and water. That's what I break my fast with. Just to put it in perspective, we do not eat the entire time throughout the day. If I miss that, like I said, we're more so focusing on, prayer, reading, learning, listening to good words, and keeping all the bad things out. Because like I said, to Muslims, the jinn is locked up. The shaitan is chained away. So if I make and commit the sins that I'm doing now, it's coming from out of my heart. And this is our month to cleanse our heart, essentially.
How does fasting during Ramadan impact daily life, including school and work responsibilities?
Okay, so I really feel like after the first 2 days or the first day, it's routine. So it doesn't change much when going to school. You'll be up early. You'll have a different energy walking to school. You ever get up 45 minutes before school, go to school and feel tired still? Mm-hmm. So think about it. We up 2.5 hours before school even starts. So at that point, if you're going to, and you should be asleep 9 o'clock, after Isha or something like that, you should be on your way getting ready for bed. So at the end of the day, we want to wake up early and have our energy to be able to be productive throughout our day. We still working, we still going to school, the whole nine. First day this year, I had to take breaks in between. So what I would do is just sit down for a couple, maybe like a minute or so, until I felt my body, rejuvenating. Then I'll get back up and start working again. As soon as I feel the slightness of, okay, I feel like I'm hungry, that means I'm burning the energy that was already in my body. Let me take a seat. Because what our body going to do? Attack the stuff that's inside of us, the food and stuff, and replenish itself. Give us our energy back. That's why we got to store good things. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm very vicious on what water I drink. I don't drink like Poland Spring and stuff like that. Like if you do your research on those type of waters, those H2Os, they're not hydrating you. So you don't get hydration from them. Like I eat a lot of cucumber, watermelon, a lot of things that have, natural waters in them essentially, because that's the stuff you need to kick in when you out there working. Because even though we eat it at that time, our body doesn't just break it straight down in that one moment. Our body breaks it down throughout the day. So another thing that I like to do is put chia seeds in my water. That's something new I picked up because the chia seed absorbs water. So when you're drinking it, you drink the water, chia seeds sit in your body. As your body starts to break down the chia seed, it's releasing more water into your system. So now you okay. You don't feel thirsty. You don't feel cotton mouth. You don't feel dry and stuff like that. So it's really about pacing yourself and really doing the right things during Ramadan, and you'll have a successful day in school, at work. Put things in perspective. My son right now is at school. He gets out around 3:30. After that, they're going to practice for 3 hours football. He's going to go in the gym, work out, and he's going to do running. And he's not going to eat until after that. And he's totally fine with it. He's not crying. He's not saying, Dad. None of that. It's not. Actually, he's like, so a kid doesn't have to start until they're 14, 15 years old, like with the prayers and stuff like that and observing Ramadan. That's when you have to I'm so sorry. Let me back this up. If your menstrual starts or you get hair on your beard, underarms, stuff like that, that means you went through puberty. Once you went through puberty, now we can, make sure that you pray. I don't want to say the word force, but essentially it's time that you pray, it's time that you fast, it's time that you start to observe the things that we do. My daughter, she's 6 years old. She wears her kimar to school, stuff like that, but she doesn't fast. She prays with us, but she doesn't fast. That's not a requirement of hers yet. So, you know what I'm saying? It's definitely set up for you to be old enough to be able to withstand it. You know what I'm saying? To have the mental fortitude, I would say, to be able to go through with it.
Can you describe the spiritual and personal growth that individuals often experience during Ramadan?
It's amazing, to be honest with you. You're going to feel a sense of, you ever hear somebody say, oh, now look at the good person that he can be, or look how Ramadan changed him, and then after the month, he might go back to something else. You ever see that?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, that's the spiritual growth right there. Is how you hold on to it. So for me, we live in America. America is not an Islamic country. So the fact that America is not and when I say that, I mean we don't live by Islamic jurisdiction. We don't live by the laws of Islam in America. So meaning the government doesn't enforce the laws like it will be enforced over there. So it's like once after Ramadan is done, it's kind of easier for someone that is weaker in the heart and the mind to fall astray, go astray. Because what do you see all around you? People doing the opposite of what you do. You trying to be strong and everybody out partying. You looking like, am I bored or am I wrong? It makes you start to contradict yourself. You looking like, man, what's going on? Like, I kind of want to do that. I'm a kid. I want to go out and do X, Y, and Z. You know what I'm saying? I want to go to these parties with everybody. I want to wear this. I want to cover myself. You know what I'm saying? When, people fail to realize you cover yourself for Allah. You don't cover yourself for nobody else. When you cover yourself, you're protecting yourself. And you're protecting others. Others' eye from staring, looking, thinking bad things. And you're protecting yourself because someone might be looking in a predatorial way and do something wrong because of what you wearing. Whereas though you covered up, they not looking at you like that. Ain't nobody looking at no nun like, ooh, look. Nobody's doing that. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because she's what? Covered. She's covered. She's garbed up, essentially, just like Islamic women. It's nothing. It's difference in the religion, but they wearing the same thing, right? Essentially. The only thing that we go further with, we will cover, the women will cover their face right here. That's the only difference. But outside of that, far as when you come to the covering of the nuns and the sisters, they're protecting their bodies. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just a wild world, man. You understand what I'm saying? So for me, it's like when people go into this month, they go into it and they come out of it a better person, even if it's that much. Because this is the time where, like I said, you get to reflect on who you are. And now you say, yeah, I can do better than that. You understand what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that was a bad little thing I was doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I got to get better than that, man. Like, it helps you reflect back and look back and appreciate your life, essentially.
Yeah. All right, so what are some common misconceptions about Ramadan that you would like to address?
Common misconceptions. So I kind of feel like this is a hard question for me because a misconception is something that somebody perceives to be true and it's not.
Yeah.
And I know the real, so I would have to hear like someone else's misconception to kind of clear it up, kind of, because the people that has misconceptions most of the time is not even a misconception. You just don't know. It's ignorance, because ignorance is a lack of knowledge. You just weren't taught it. It's not like you know what I mean? So, like, it's more so like, how can I say this? Some people feel like we're running around starving like we ready to die. Put it like that, because we ain't eat. It's not that hard. You fast and don't even know it sometimes. You might not eat for 8 hours. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You come into school, say you don't like school breakfast and you didn't pick something up at Wawa, and you don't eat free lunches. You go home at 3:30. That's 8 hours right there. Matter of fact, you slept, woke up, didn't eat breakfast. That's about 12 to 16 hours. You just fasted without even knowing in your mind. So it's more so a mental thing for people thinking that it's something hard to do when it's not hard to do. It's cleansing yourself.
Yeah.
How can teachers and students support their Muslim peers during Ramadan, especially in education
Can you
settings?
speak up a little bit, please?
How can teachers and students support their Muslim peer during Ramadan, especially in education settings?
Making them feel comfortable by speaking about it and educating the ones that don't know. Because that's the difference between someone being Muslim and not being Muslim. Not knowing and understanding the religion. Some people, that's the misconception. They think like, oh, jihad, oh, they gonna strap a bomb to themselves. And not to speak about a sister of mine, but a sister of mine told me, you ain't a real Muslim unless you strap a bomb to yourself, yell jihad, and press the button. I don't talk to that person today. No communication at all. I don't speak to them. And that might be wrong. I'll pray every day for my stuff. They're not Muslim, but I'll pray every day for me not, speaking to them if that's something that I have to be, pray about. Because at the end of the day, that was overboard. You know what I'm saying? That attacked me. I didn't like that, and it attacked my religion. And I feel like if you are okay with doing that, I should stay away from you. I should stay away from you. So that's more so how I am. I just feel like we all need to come together and help people feel better about being Muslim. You don't have to dress up as a Muslim too to make somebody feel okay and comfortable, but being nice to them, hey, how you doing? Because for them, being polite, they get blessings for that. So they supposed to be polite to you, and you know what I'm saying. That's more so what we want to do. We need to befriend each other more instead of thinking like that's not somebody I want to be a friend with. That is somebody you want to be a friend with. They pray 5 times a day. They're about morals. They're about getting better in their self. Why wouldn't I want to surround myself around somebody that want to better their self? So I want to surround myself around somebody that want to hurt themselves by drinking alcohol, by smoking wet, PCP, whatever, okay? Stuff that messes with your mental and your body and your physical and tears their face down. They look bad from doing drugs. So even to, like I said, even to the alcohol, people that drink too much alcohol, you start to see it. You smell it on them. You don't. That's not the type of people I want to be around. I want to be around people that's going to help me become a better person in totality, meaning in school, in my religion. And just because you might be a different religion, if you got a Muslim friend, that might make you be more locked into your religion. Might make you start going to church more because you see that your friend always at the masjid. So you like, well, if this is what I believe in, I think I should be moving just like that. That's who we supposed to surround ourselves around. Somebody that's going to make us strive.
Are there any specific cultural or community traditions associated with Ramadan that you would like to highlight?
Yes, the Eid. So we have two Eids. We have one in the beginning of the month and we have one at the end of the month. So basically we all come together, we pray, we offer salat. That's the times that family gives gifts to each other and stuff like that. Some people, that's like their gift giving time for sure. Like people are giving each other gifts during Eid and stuff like that. And, the kids love it. They go out and they play. Bunch of all the Muslims is everywhere. All the Islamic people are everywhere together, just in big congregations. And we get blessings for praying together. So the more people that prayed that day, the more blessings that you receive. So the more people that pray, the more blessings that you receive. So that's very important to be around the Muslims during those 2 times. Well, the whole month and for the rest of your life if you're a Muslim, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Just surround yourself around like-minded people.
All right. How do Muslims typically celebrate Eid al-Fitr, the festival marking the end of Ramadan?
How do they usually
marking the end of Ramadan?
Yeah. So basically what we do is, that was what I basically just spoke about. So they have one at Chalmers Park, and I think they have a few places. Every masjid, for the most part, has a different space to be able to do it at. We'll usually go to like a field, a park, or something like that, like something that can like hold like 1,000 or more people. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes it'll be 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 people there. So we go there, like I said, we sit down, we communicate with each other, we talk. The brothers are here, the sisters are over there, and they're mingling, we're mingling. It's not no mingle together type thing, okay? Because like I said, we protect in each other's eyes and stuff like that, and that's not what we do, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So we do that, we offer the prayer, and then we exit and leave. And like I said, people go and eat together maybe after that. The gift giving time after that, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Stuff like that. People go home, and it's just like our celebration. I don't want to liken it to a Christmas, but it's our celebration essentially.
Yeah. What advice do you have for educators and students who may be curious about Ramadan but are unsure how to respect, engage in conversations, or show support?
So if you're interested in it and you want to learn and don't know how to go about it, the best way I could say is, for me, my recommendation is something like on the internet, something like Salafi Publications. You would just put that on your internet and you can go in there and look through the search menu and go to a beginner Muslim, like they would say that, or like Muslim, like Islam for beginners, I would say. I apologize for saying it like that. Islam for beginners. And it'll start somewhere like just to teach you and understand what Islam even means. And that'd be just like the basis of it. It's not like taking you into anything hard. So for me, like I said, I would use the tools that's at my disposal just to Google something. Look, it don't take nothing to Google and read. You know what I'm saying? Like I recommend that everybody does it. I recommend that everybody understands Islam in some way. You don't have to. I'm not saying that you have to convert. I recommend that you at least understand it and try to go out there and find out what it's about. Yeah. Because to me, that's this law. It's the truth. You know what I'm saying? It's what I live by, no matter what. So.
Finally, can you share a personal story or experience from past Ramadan celebrations that you're particularly meaningful to you?
Yeah, last Eid was meaningful to me because me and my son and my daughter was there. So that was like something I did with my kids, you know what I'm saying, my family. Whereas though is before, it was just me. Or when my son got old enough, it was me and him. But this time, it was all of us. You know what I'm saying? And that meant a lot. That meant a lot to me because like spending time with my kids and my family in that Islamic setting was super dope. You know what I'm saying? It was super dope. So, yeah.
Okay, thank you, Ro. Thank you for coming to the Dope Student Podcast, and thank you for watching another episode of the Dope Student Podcast.
Thank you for having me.
Bye.
Bye.